They say your early life romance game.
Alright guys, so we got a small jump on the install tonight. We got some nuts and bolts here we've already taken out. Pretty simple, heat shield, support bracket, stuff like that. Support bracket, just gonna lay that back and out of the way. Heat shield with a bolt here, bolt down in front. Sorry, nuts. And now, so the trick is, there's a 10mm bolt down underneath there for the V-band to the downpipe. Alright, so we got to get this clamp kind of out of the way. You want to be able to slip the V-band off of it. You want to get this thing apart far enough. Don't tighten it up though. Yeah, that was backwards. Don't take it all the way off either, because you can lose a little nut on the end, which can be frustrating. I loosened this, I pulled up on the band in order to keep the nut trapped down here inside the bottom of the V-band. If you don't have this thing pulled up like this, it's just going to spin. So if you're trying to get this thing apart and you're wondering why you can't get it apart, yeah, it's because you didn't pull up on the band and get that nut trapped. O2 sensor. Now, how did you get this out last time? Did you use a wrench?
Yes.
Okay, so using a wrench on this is horrible.
Yeah, it was awful.
See this little nifty tool? This is an O2 sensor socket. You're trying to get that off with a wrench, it is going to be miserable. Go down, rent, buy one of these, whatever. You're probably about 20 bucks if you get it at the auto parts store. You want to slip this over the wire, like so. Loop it around. This bar may be in the way. I wouldn't worry about it too much if you get it in there. So if that slips down over there real nice, it gives you lots of leverage you pull that out with. Just give it a good tug, get it loosened. Now my preference is to get this out of the way. So release this connector, pull the yellow thing back, push down, and pull. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way. So once you get this loosened, you should be able to turn with your fingers. Quick note. O2 sensor. Get water on it, buy a new one. Get coolant on it, buy a new one. Don't throw it down on the ground like I just about did in a puddle of water. Make sure that stays dry. All right, we're under the car now. And we've got air tools. Got kind of light in my eyes. This is gonna be entertaining. So we gotta pull this lower splash shield off. Engine protection cover thing. We stepped up to some bigger tools. These are all the same. Nothing goes anywhere special. Set. So this hole right here. That is the hole you're going to want to start with when you put this back together. There's this. This is a very small hole. This is your alignment. Your alignment hole for putting the shield on. Tighten up the one over here in the far corner. That one will not go in. There's a 10mm up here on the side of the cat that holds the downstream O2 sensor wire. You gotta reach your hand over there. Get here. So, normally, those two nuts on the bottom of the crossover pipe, this pipe here, that goes up to the downpipe, there's two studs. Those almost always break. It's super pain in the butt. So now that we're down here, we're gonna undo the downstream O2 sensor. Now this O2 sensor can be taken out pretty easy with a wrench, 7/8 wrench. Okay, just get it loose. Put your hands up in here. Get that taken out. Alright, there we go. I'll pull this 12mm bolt from the exhaust hanger for the crossover pipe. Hidden up here. Let's make that a 13, not a 12. Now, there are 2 13s that hold the downpipe in, and there's a series of bolts here next to the top. That one broke. Actually, both of them broke in the support bracket. Okay, so this is gonna be the point in time where you try to take this thing out of here. It's not gonna come out. No matter how many times you twist it, cuss at it, swear at it, it's not coming out. So, I'm gonna push this thing back up, get it out of the way. Now, we get to pull the motor out. If you got a shop available to you, you can use frame jack like this. Alright, trick of the trades. I'm going to pull this V-band clamp out really quick. So, V-band clamps work off the premise of 2 V's crimped in between a clamp. Now this is metal on metal. We got ceramic coating over there on the downpipe, so what you want to do, little tiny dab of grease. I know it sounds crazy, putting some grease on your exhaust, but this helps the V-band clamp tighten down the 2 V's. Don't want a lot, you just want a little tiny bit in there. It'll smoke ever so slightly on startup, so do not smear a whole bunch in there. You just want a tiny little bit in there. So it slides on the pieces of metal when you tighten it down. The other thing too, when you're doing this, you go to put this back on the car, put it in a more usable place where you can gain access to it and get it off and on the car. If you want to put it back down underneath, you can. I believe, Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong, if you put it too far around, the heat shield won't.
Yeah, I like putting it on the underside just the heat shield to go over nicely.
Yep, then we'll put it on the underside. So let's slide this back on here. Here's the surprise of the install. Ta-da! This has to go in between the downpipe and the turbo. It is just sucks to stay on there too. So I'm gonna sneak over there by Eddie. This slips onto a little lip here on the turbo side. These little tangs, these 3 little tangs, are designed to make it to where it stays on. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So let's see if we can get this to slip on, stay on while we guide the downpipe up. Okay. Those of you that think good and tight is good and tight, don't go good and tight on that. You will break it. Just snug like say you're putting in a spark plug. We got some additional stuff tonight we're gonna be doing. So I'm gonna show you how to put the heat shield on. I'm not gonna bolt it down all the way because we
turned around.
Hey, shush. We're doing this for fun, remember? Not like we're professionals. So
I just do stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, right. Make sure you put this back in its location. Primary O2 sensor, very important in this car. Please make sure you do not bang it, drop it, get it wet, plug it back in when you're done, because this is really what the car needs to run properly. Okay, plug back in. Alright, so that's the install for a 124 Fiat downpipe. One of the things I want to make mention of is the downpipes will smoke on initial startup. Why is it smoking? They're smoking because of the ceramic coat that's on the downpipe. We cure the ceramic coating on the downpipe at 450 degrees in our in-house oven. We want to make sure that we get the initial cure done in-house, but we can't get the downpipes up to the 700, 900, 1100, sometimes 1700 degrees that the car sees. Initial startup. Start it up, let the car run. Do not go out and race your brand new downpipe around on the freeway. It will bake the ceramic coating off. Initially, you want about 20 minutes worth of idle time. Go out, casually drive it, get the car up to temperature. Once it's up to temperature, you got about 5-10 minutes of drive time on it. Now you can go ahead and go full throttle. That is the proper way to cure the ceramic on the downpipe. You do that, the ceramic will last a long, long life, and it will have all the heat protection you need from the ceramic coating under the edge of it. Thanks for watching.